What's up, all me Ewoks? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a reaction/review to the new Skeleton Crew trailer that just dropped over on the official Star Wars YouTube channel. So let's go check it out. All right, I have this pulled up over on the YouTubes. Now, I actually have that Chrome extension that shows you the dislikes on videos after, YouTube decided it would be a great idea to remove it for some reason. So as of right now, I'm watching, it's got 1,142,000 something plus views, and it's got 20,000 likes to only 3,800 dislikes. So it seems like people pretty much like it. And I was scrolling through the comments, and some people are like comparing it to Goonies, which is what I've seen since the first teaser came out about it. Now, I am kind of biased. I don't trust Disney at all to make good Star Wars because everything that they've made so far has been absolute shit. Except for Baby Yoda. I live my Baby Yoda. But I am a really big Jude Law fan, so I'm morbidly curious. So without further ado, let's check this out. But before we get into it, guys, really quickly, I just wanted to let you know, in case you didn't already, that I have a brand new calendar that's live over on Indiegogo. So if you guys really like me and you guys want to help support me and my channel, maybe go over to Indiegogo and check it out and consider backing. The links for it are down below in the description, as well as the comment section of this video. So go check it out if you haven't already. And now, back to our regular programming. All right, here we go. Oh, it's super loud.
What are you in for?
All right, principal's office.
What are you in for?
There's a rule breaker. Rolling.
I found something buried in the wood.
Oh yeah, they find like a spaceship,
Dad,
right?
This is unacceptable. Do you understand?
Somebody is in trouble. Spider-Man, Mando. Oh
What do you think
yay.
it is?
Look at all the kids. Not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool to just find a spaceship in your backyard. I feel like, wouldn't they have like things on their planet that could detect just spaceships that
We're
are
lost.
hidden?
Really lost.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have
Stay
the
together. We
technology.
just need some directions home.
Wouldn't they have to pay a docking fee?
Hey, whoa.
Where'd you two find an Old Republic credit?
Old Republic. Oh, cool.
Hey, quick. I'll
Yay.
get you home.
There's
We'll make
Jude.
a partnership. But you have to move fast. I need you to take the controls.
Okay. Neil?
That's the character everyone's losing their mind over. They're trying to say he's the new Baby Yoda. I don't buy it.
A crew
Not at
of
all.
murderous pirates is coming.
There's pirates, and you're the only adult with the children.
They're not going to just turn up. We need to find them.
We're not alone down here.
Be warned of booby traps.
Booby traps.
Pirates. And mountains where none
Booby traps and pirates. Yeah, I wonder why they're comparing this to the Goonies.
No matter what.
Oh, and treasure. Gosh, nothing's original anymore. All right, so 2 episodes are going to premiere on December 3rd. Yay. All right, let's do a little breakdown of this trailer. So it really gives me the vibes of Flight of the Navigator and then, of course, Goonies. I mean, pirates and treasure and adventure, oh my, and kids that are getting into mischief. Again, Goonies, right on the nose. But, I mean, I like the Goonies, so I guess they're just trying to go with what's safe. They're like, oh, yeah, people like the Goonies. Let's do a Star Wars version of it. So at least they're trying to do something that people like. I just am really worried they're going to fuck it up. But so the kids find a spaceship randomly that was, like, hidden under the dirt. Now, as a Star Wars fan and somebody that knows, a lot of the lore about Star Wars and how things work, you're telling me on this futuristic, I know it's like the suburbs, everyone was making a big deal about, oh, look at the suburbs, like it's Star Wars in the suburbs. I'm like, oh, cool, because we really need to see the suburbs. I mean, if you really want to get down in the nitty gritty of the suburbs, you could actually, I don't know, just go back to like the Phantom Menace and, when they were at Mos Eisley and when you saw where Anakin grew up. I don't know. That's kind of like the Star Wars version of like the suburbs. But they're like, oh no, we have to have like knockoff white picket fences type of things. So they're really trying to make it look like this is like we can relate to it. It's like, well, we're not supposed to relate to it in that real world sense of it with Star Wars. Star Wars is like the lived in universe, so we are supposed to get that, but it's not supposed to look like what downtown, like some downtown suburb area is going to look like in the next 30 years. This is Star Wars. It's in the future, but whatever. They like that. But you're telling me as somebody that knows a lot about Star Wars and knows that the way that a lot of these planets, you know, the technology level of some of these planets, you're telling me that when any of these little governments, like these little, you know, county governments on these planets, they didn't have any kind of sweeper system that could detect a ship that was buried in the dirt? That's kind of sus to me. Also, I mean, just the technology that we have now and like the way that city zoning plans go into, they can literally tell you like where water is, like hundreds of feet underneath the soil. So again, you want me to believe that in Star Wars, they couldn't detect a spaceship that was hiding under the ground. Yeah, I call bullshit on that one. Apparently, dirt is the weakness of all of their planetary sensors. But okay, I saw this and I was like, is this supposed to be like the Millennium Falcon? Are they going over to like Corellia? Is that what's going on? But seriously, this gigantic spaceship was just hiding under some dirt and all it took was some kids to push a couple buttons and wake it up again. Again, this isn't the 80s when the Goonies was filmed. Like, this is Star Wars. They have technology to detect that, but I know people are going to be like, Anna, this is nitpicking. I'm like, no. This is common sense. Like, I would have a very different opinion on this if this was a movie that was supposed to be set in a time period like the 80s. For them to not be able to sense the spaceship in Flight of the Navigator makes sense because the technology wasn't there yet for us on planet Earth. This is Star Wars, but it's being written by people that are morons, so I guess that kind of answers my own question for me. All right, now this looks nice. I will give them that. It looks like they're trying, at least. I mean, I can still see all of the CGI layers and everything, but here's another thing. As a Star Wars fan, knowing how Star Wars works, you're telling me a bunch of little kids just showed up to a docking bay and just, I guess they do have the Old Republic credits, and they docked without a license, without some kind of permit, and without permission as well. And, you know, a bunch of kids were able to talk their way through. All right, maybe there's one of these kids that's really clever. Maybe there's an automated, AI that's on the ship, which I would hope so in some way in this case. But you're telling me that the kids they autopiloted themselves to this little space station and nobody had any questions? All right. Great adults in this part of the galaxy. Great job. I know people are going to be like, well, Anna, this is for kids. Da, da, da. It's like, I understood this concept when I was a child. Like, I've been a kid. Every single adult has been a child at some point or another in their life. And maybe they still are, adult children. But that's not how this works. Kids can figure this shit out. Kids aren't stupid as much as people that make excuses like to believe. Like, just go and look at the little rascals. Remember when the boys dressed up to try to go get money and the adult immediately called them out? Where is that here? I get the first time that we see any kind of adults reacting to them after they've gotten the spaceship is when they see the money. They're like, where did you get the Old Republic credits? And then we got Jude Law showing up. Yay, Jude Law. Jude Law shows up and he's like, I'm going to save all of you children, which is like, oh, wow, they ran into a good person. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm a grown up. Oh, you guys have a spaceship? Let me make this deal with you all. It's like, oh, a partnership. Like, I'll get you home if I don't know if you give me the spaceship. I don't know. They don't really go into details on what the partnership is. But at this point, I'm like, all right, I adore Jude Law. I have seen Jude Law play good guys and bad guys in movies. Now, isn't it the number one rule that you teach your children? I don't know. Don't answer the door for strangers. Don't get in a stranger's car. And they're just going to let a stranger onto their spaceship. And they're just going to trust him. I guess he does kind of save them in a way, but I mean, it's the same as, hey kids, I got ice cream and candy, get into my van. But now he's like, oh, I'll fly your ship for you. I'll get you guys home. Little sus there with that logic, Disney. Just a little bit. I don't think teaching children to get into spaceships with strangers is a great idea, but that's just me. So Jude Law gets a costume change. I guess he helps them escape some bad guys. Now there's pirates that are after them. They're going to go find some buried treasure. They're going to go in tunnels. There's going to be snakes, which, oh, yay, Indiana Jones. And Goonies and booby traps and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, it really is coming off like they are just doing rip-off of Flight of the Navigator and the Goonies and, a couple other things thrown in there. But as far as everything I've seen from Disney, this actually looks like they're trying to have fun, which I haven't gotten that from anything else that Disney has made. Nothing that they've made has been like, oh yeah, this is going to be a fun show. This is going to be characters having fun, where at least I can give them that. This looks like it's going to be fun. Take in mind, this is just a trailer. And it might be one of those trailers where it's like, oh, they took everything that was interesting and put it in the trailer. You guys know how you go and see like TV shows or movies and like literally everything that was worth watching was in the trailer. I hope that's not the case for this, but it's Disney, so it wouldn't shock me. One other thing I wanted to mention, aside from like the pirate-like droid that's got like the little alien in his eye, these parents are talking about like their kids and getting their kids back. Again, as somebody that knows about Star Wars, you're telling me there wasn't any kind of planetary security that would prevent these kids in their spaceship from getting out of orbit? Just something there. But yeah, you guys are great parents. You guys just let your kids go and escape and go on adventures throughout the galaxy without you. Great job being parents. And that's the Skeleton Crew for you guys. It's basically the Goonies in a sci-fi universe in outer space with Jude Law. Are you gonna watch it? I might. I am morbidly curious. When December 3rd runs around and there's 2 episodes that drop, and if I got nothing better to do, I might check it out again, just because I'm morbidly curious and I really do like Jude Law. Unless something else comes out between now and then that very, much puts me off to it. Right now, I'm morbidly curious. What about you? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you guys liked this video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. If you haven't already, maybe take a minute, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that bell is set to all, that we actually get notifications when I post videos and when I do live streams. And until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the Force be with you, because we are really, 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 really gonna need it. Bye, everyone.